We got into it and he pulled a gun on me and my kids were in my home. And he kept saying, I'm going to kill you. And all I could remember is I kept saying, if you're going to kill me in front of my children, God has a special place for you. I have a lot to give. I have a lot of resources. I have wisdom, a lot of energy, but I want to give back. I have a story to tell, and hopefully it will help someone else. I came to Newhouse in 1999 with my son and daughter, who were 5 and 6 at the time. I met a nice man, so I thought. We dated, we had a good time, we enjoyed each other's company. He was around my children, he was around my family. Never would have ever imagined that my life would be turned upside down. And I never would have imagined that our relationship would have became as volatile as it did. I would have never imagined that I would have to leave my home and not look back. I called the domestic hotline and they asked me questions, veered me on to a local shelter. I was scared to death. I was scared because I didn't know what I was walking into. I didn't know what I was bringing my children into. I'm leaving everything that's familiar and normal behind. The police escorted us to Newhouse. And as me and my kids were getting ready to lay down, I kept saying to myself, I can't do this. I can't do this. The next morning, Miss Linda called my job to see if I had made it to work. And I called on my lunch break and she was like, baby, why you didn't come back here? We here to help you. And I told her, I said, I just can't. I said, I don't know what I'm doing. But she kept saying, you got to come back here. You have to come back because we're going to help you. We're going to help you and we're going to help your children.
When people first arrive at Newhouse, they're very anxious, they're very shaken, and they're coming off of a lot of adrenaline. And we want to make sure that our space is as comfortable as possible, just because we want to take into consideration that they're probably having one of the scariest days of their life. And we want to do everything we can to let them know that they're safe. Besides looking for a safe shelter, they're often looking for other resources such as case management, therapy, legal services, and children's services. And those are all things that we can assist them with. At Newhouse, we don't want people to feel that their time at Newhouse defines them or that being a survivor dictates their life. We want to be a tool to help them realize that they're in control now and everything from here is up to them and they're the pilot of their own life.
25 years ago, when I walked in that shelter, I felt defeated. But I started going to see Miss Eva. And she kept talking about empowering yourself. Speak your truth. Let it out.
I was a therapist at Newhouse from 1995 to 2015. And it was an incredible experience. The difficulty for women or men to leave the situation. You know, they want to stay where things are familiar, you know, and especially if they have children. It's very, very difficult unless they have a place to go that they feel safe and secure and respected.
And when I stepped into Newhouse 25 years later, I stepped in there with such peace and clarity. and a story that I knew was going to make a difference and could impact somebody else's life. I have always wanted to share my story, but just didn't have the right platform. Never give up on yourself, no matter what. No matter what life throws at you, no matter what situations you are presented with, no matter what situation you find yourself in, you can find your way out, but stay positive and go do it. Don't just talk about it. You can't just talk, you got to start walking it. I am Tracey White, and I am a survivor.